on this as well. I would like you to each roll a D100. Tell me the results.
Oh my god.
Go down. It's happening. Oh my god, it's happening.
How do we roll it here? Okay, up here.
Where do we roll it?
Oh,
Dice. Ooh.
That's
I'm watching people roll.
I
Cool.
accidentally rolled a D100 and a D10.
yeah. I saw that. I saw the 3 dice, and I was like, "What the fuck happened there?"
Well, I clicked the D100 because it only has an image of 1 dice, and then I added the
Guys,
10
I got my
before,
favourite
yeah,
number.
both.
49.
D100.
Yeah, I love 49.
91.
Okay.
7 squared.
So
16.
So just to let you know, when we're rolling D100s, it's usually a luck-based roll. Apart from unless it's like there's one specific roll that requires a D100. But usually when we're looking for a luck-based roll, higher is always better. We're always looking for a higher number.
Oh, thank fuck. I thought you were going to say
this.
I was like, 91, no!
However, so what did you get? Jack got 91. Joe?
Yeah.
I got 49.
49. Andy?
16.
Interesting. Dave?
44.
Wait, what? Why is it interesting?
Well, it's just a wide
How many
disparity.
days you got left to live?
So
Oh no.
this role isn't necessarily good luck or bad luck. It's just kind of how you view it, really. This is more the order which we could kind of introduce ourselves in. However, would you, Andy, like to roll me a D4?
Oh no. Is this what it feels like to be a player? A 2.
That is very interesting. So,
The fuck?
it's so essentially, the way the world map is split up is that there are 6 seas. There is the North Blue, the East Blue, the South Blue, and the West Blue, and they're split up into essentially corners of the world. And they're split vertically by something called the Red Line, which is a giant landmass that cuts the world in 2, and it's cut horizontally in the middle by something called the Grand Line, which is the essentially 2 oceans that split up the world horizontally. That's where you get the north, south, east, west.
Yeah.
So
I think I've seen the map in the show.
yeah. I can kind of show you how it looks in a minute, but. You roll a 2, so north would have been 1, east would have been 2, south would have been 3, and west would have been 4. So you start in the East Blue, and that is where our adventure kicks off.
Oh, for a moment I thought I was gonna start in East, but everyone rolls different. We're on different side of the planet.
No.
So, what are you doing?
So some of you might not be from the East Blue. Some of you might be from a different ocean. But the aim here is kick off. But I think before we kick off, I just want to say that I think the East Blue is a really interesting and prophetic one. Because it could have been any of the 4, and it was a 1 in 4 chance of getting any of them right. But the East Blue is actually where Luffy starts on his grand adventure. So there you go.
Yeah.
So
like the stories foretold.
yes, the East Blue is in the lore of the universe technically the easiest sea, which is why everyone's always surprised that Luffy is the strongest sea. Right. So are we ready to kick off?
I'm looking at the map. It's the red line is literally all the way around the world. It's so mad.
It's also 400 meters tall, I think, or like somewhere like a kilometer tall. It's literally like a big red brick wall, not brick wall, but like big red wall that splits the whole world in 2.
And the world is like 90% ocean.
Yeah.
How can you see the map? All I see is like a square of ocean.
Sorry, he's literally
I Googled the globe.
Oh, fine.
With the power of the internet.
Yeah.
Don't use the internet. It lies to you.
Spoilers.
Right. Okay, so to kick us off, let me do some exposition and then we can kind of get into it. Tensions are high on the 6 seas of the world. The authoritarian
Authoritarian?
Authoritarian navy, directed by the world government, clash with the freedom and adventure-seeking pirates as they attempt the impossible: to reach the last island in the New World and be crowned king of the pirates. But every incredible journey starts with just one step. Just like every great ship starts with a simple oak plank. And that's where we find ourselves. In the small island of Okuban, meaning oak plank. A humble island in the corner of a large and chaotic world busies itself with the transport and trade from small-time pirates and lazy navy officers alike. A dinky port town called Jellyfish Village resupplies a small number of ships which roam the waters of the relatively peaceful Banjo Kingdom situated in the outer reaches of the East Blue. You have all ventured out by your own means for your own purposes, for one reason you share, which has you bound unknowingly with the thread of fate: to set sail as a pirate to achieve your dream at sea. This confluence of destinies led you all here, to the light and quiet tavern in Jellyfish Village, the Manor Watering Hole. Now, you need to start a crew, find a ship, and set sail towards the Grand Line. The Manor Watering Hole... Sorry?
I'm just excited.
Woo! The Manor Watering Hole is a small but cozy with warm, golden light spilling from the windows. The walls are adorned with simple decorations, old maps, and dusty bottles, giving the place a charming, lived-in feel. A few tables are scattered around the room, most of them are empty except a couple of patrons here and there quietly sipping drink. Behind the bar, the only staff member, a curly-haired bartender with rolled-up sleeves, is in the process of changing out a beer barrel, grunting softly as she works, the sound of liquid sloshing faintly in the background. Draped on the circular table in the center of the room is a poster which has been taken from the notice board. It depicts Oliver Buckle's extravaganza. A roar of colour, but not much information. However, in the center, an ambiguous shape of a devil fruit, the prize of the competition. The figure looms over the poster, nursing a flagon of beer. Jack, can you introduce your character for us, please?
Hell yeah. 1 second. The poster says Oliver Buckle's
Extravaganza.
And it's in Okuban?
It is not.
What's it? Where is this place? Where is Jellyfish Village? Sorry, I'm taking notes.
Jellyfish Village is in the Banjo Kingdom. It's just an island in the East Blue. You don't know where Extravaganza.
No, that's fine.
Oh my god, I totally forgot taking notes was a thing.
Yeah, no, I just forgot that as well.
Jellyfish Village, Manor Watering Hole, barmaid curly hair. Is she the only person in here?
No, there is one other patron in here than you.
Okay, are we supposed to see the tavern map right now?
No.
Not yet, I don't think. Yeah. No worries.
No.
Okay, yeah, you see my character. Let me find the description real quick. Yeah, they are very tall and slender, and quite like wet, foppish, long dark hair. It's hard to tell whether they have put eyeshadow on or if they have tattooed this kind of darkness around their eyes. But they have a small beard that kind of protrudes from the chin in a very sharp motion, and I'd probably describe a lot of their features and vibe to be quite sharp. This tricorn hat with large kind of plumage of feathers at the top, and a coat that is very so oversized for what kind of their body type. Hangs over their shoulders and down kind of past the wrists, the sleeves far too long. It looks like a kind of repurposed naval coat, maybe taken as a prize, but it looks very worn and what's the word? Scuffed up and has taken damage. The whole outfit is kind of adorned with small trinkets and jewelry and kind of these accessories, but it looks like it has certainly seen like a lifetime of nautical adventure. Big, kind of haughty, loud, like metal based boots clank over as they go over to the poster. They hold themselves very kind of upright and tall. On one hip, you see this large kind of like almost blunderbuss pistol that has a reinforced barrel. It looks kind of like a standard pistol you would buy from a blacksmith or similar, but it's been reinforced and etched with this kind of design. And the hammer looks like it has been replaced with something far more powerful. And then on the other side, a similarly basic short sword that has been modified beyond belief, with a grip that kind of looks very out of place. Think, lightsaber to Count Dooku's lightsaber, where it has the modified grip kind of thing. And yeah, they come in with this full accoutrement to them, and head over to the poster. And I think would get out the sword and just kind of pierce the top of the poster and hold it up so it's within sight as they peer from under their hat.
You take
Buckles extravaganza.
You take a look at the poster, and as you lift it into the air, a figure at a table notices the poster as well. Very seamless. That poster. Go. Would you be able to introduce your character?
Oh, child.
Yeah. So a kind of lean, lanky without being tall, sun-touched young pirate, with kind of messy light brunette hair and very bright clothing, kind of steps forward and towards the now skewered piece of paper. He's got like that. Yeah, so he's got a big, mischievous looking grin, wide eyes, very boyish looks to him. On his back, that seems, I think it's an oversized, almost leather backpack that is adorned with pots and pans. There seems to be a small green herb pouch hanging from his belt. He wears like torn, sauce-flecked pirate vest, kind of billowing, with loose pants and just endless pockets within those pants that also seem to be bulging with spices or some sort of ingredients. So you can see the top of a carrot head on one of his pockets.
This should be
And
how wizards in D&D look with their components.
he,
Oh my god, yeah.
pretty much. And he goes, "Oh, I wonder what a devil fruit cooks like."
You want to cook a devil fruit to cook?
No, I just like imagine the options you could have.
Quick question for Pirate Master. We have not met each other yet.
You have not.
Hell yeah. Well, I don't know exactly how it would taste, but each to their own. But I happen to also be interested in acquiring such a thing. Maybe we could put our heads together. Two is certainly better than one.
I mean, sure. I'm just quite interested in you never wonder what it tastes like. I know it obviously comes with a lot of intrigue, but like the flavor. Like, are they fruit flavored? Are they sweet? Are they just called fruit? Do they have like a nice kind of fleshy, juicy? Are they a bit salty? Anyway.
Can't say I've given it much thought. The appeal of eating one is certainly not for most the flavor, but I am intrigued now. You make a good point.
My name's Kajiro. You can call me Kai, or Pan if you want.
Hi, Pan. Well, pleasure to meet you, little one. My name is Rook. Are you a pirate?
I like to consider myself to be, yes.
Do you have a boat? A ship?
No.
Well,
Not yet.
don't worry. I also find myself without vessel currently. But this certainly could be step one to acquiring such a thing. You obviously like your food. When you're at sea, you always need a good chef. Keep the spirits up.
Well, that's what I was hoping. I thought maybe I could charter on a boat to start with. Get to the point where they like, oh my god, that kid's got good food. I'm keeping him on board because trust me, once I get cooking for people, they'll never want me to leave.
And that's all well and good, but what if your ship is attacked? What if you start to scuttle? Your ship goes down. What if a would-be corsair has a blade to your neck?
That won't happen.
No?
Nah, I'm too good.
I think he does laugh. Well, you know what? I quite like you.
And I like you too.
And you haven't even cooked for me yet.
No, just you wait.
Well, Masterwork Rook, at your service, young one. Perhaps you seem just as interested in getting your hands on this devil fruit as I do, maybe for different reasons, but our interest can certainly work in our favor if we are to work together.
Sounds pretty good to me. At the very least, if you let me, if we win this, maybe I cook it for you.
I must say I know of devil's fruits, but I don't quite know the process of acquiring that power. Maybe cooking it reduces it. I'm not too sure, but I will leave the food to you. That seems to be your specialty. This Oliver Buckles. Ever heard of the fellow?
Can I make a roll?
You may first of the campaign. If
Let's
you
roll.
want to do a acumen roll, absolutely can.
What is acumen?
That's intelligence.
Just watch this. I have just a normal roll,
I'm pretty
basically.
good with acumen.
Oh my god, 14, 13.
That's pretty good.
Damn, boy.
That's very
go.
good.
Yeah. So yes, you would have seen his poster around a little bit. What is famous about his posters is that they lack a lot of information. So you'll see his name everywhere, Oliver Buckles Extravaganza, but you won't actually know what the poster means, and people can't tell whether or not that's some sort of a talking point or he's not smart enough to have left any information there, or maybe that's part of the test to try and kind of prize by finding it. Oliver Buckle, as you would probably know, is somewhat of a philanthropist, known in the East Blue. He likes to essentially spend money just to be seen spending money, and he has fun doing it. So he has quite a lot of money to kind of go around, and he put on these kind of contests every few years. And this year, obviously, he has got quite the significant prize.
Think.
Okay,
Sorry.
I will be like, he's just some big shot who just throws money at problems. I think we're good. He's probably
Throws
worth.
money at
He's
problems.
he's probably he's probably good for his word.
Well, how very interesting. I think you see Rook take out a book and kind of emblazoned in the leather bound book. It seems like it's titled Rook Endgame. He'll take it out and kind of scribble the name down in the book and close it and kind of tuck it back into one of the many pockets. Interesting. I do like a fellow who throws his money around. Excuse me, my good lady. What is your name?
Bertha.
Bertha. Here, the DM experience. Get ready to pull things out your ass.
Shit! I forgot to give her a name, so I just came up on the spot, and I immediately regret it.
Bertha, the pleasure is ours. You're local to these lands, to this island. Do you know anything further of this Oliver Buckles? Where does he frequent? Where may we find him?
Oh yeah, I'm from around here. In a few years, since he's done one of these kind of competitions but he likes to stay a bit closer to the Grand Line entrance, so that'll be near Stanhope.
Oh, uh, not on the island?
Oh gods, no. He
Oh,
not out this far out. No, the Banjo Kingdom where we are, or the outskirts, right on the far edge of the East Blue. You want to go kind of towards the Red Line to find Stanhope. It's the final island before you get to the Red Line itself.
and remind me of the name of the island there.
Stanhope.
Dan.
Stanhope.
Lovely. And that is as westerly as the East Line goes. Incredible. Thank you so much. Well, I don't know if you overheard what we were saying. We don't find ourselves in possession of transportation, a ship. You wouldn't happen to know of any opportunities where one might get their hands on such a thing?
I mean, there are. Well, I mean, I know that Pan here, I think you came in on a ferry vessel with Alara
Mhm.
Pumpkin.
Does a ferry vessel have weaponry?
Uh,
Pan, do you know?
you would know that the one you travelled on did not have a cannon.
I would just shake my head,
Okay.
magically
well,
remembering the ship that I got.
he pulls out his book once again and kind of flicks to a page. Well, that doesn't fulfill stealing a ship without a weapon being fired. I feel like it'd be cheating if it was a ship with a weapon. But it is on my to-do list. I don't suppose they would give us a ride, or perhaps unwillingly give us their ride.
Alara, as you know, Pan is a well-loved person around these waters, and whilst you can definitely attempt to take her ship from her, I think whilst the Navy authorities might overlook you taking a pirate ship, I think they might not overlook taking hers so much. Very well-loved name, and is looked after by the Navy a little bit because she does so much work ferrying people around,
Yeah.
so people wouldn't be
Bad
around
idea.
without.
Looked
Not a
after
good
by the
idea.
Navy. What does the common folk think of that?
Think of what? Sorry.
Oh,
This kind of
she's well
Navy
loved by
protection.
everyone. There's not just the Navy.
Okay. Well, she seems like she does honest work, and I wouldn't like to rock the boat. As it
Trust me, if you met her, you'd understand.
Alara,
As you
well
say that,
loved.
the barn door, the tavern door swings open, and Pan, you would recognize this from this person from the ferry themselves. Jellyfish Village not being very big, one of the only two taverns there. You see a figure walking in, which you recognize from. Dave, would you be able to introduce your character?
Oh, yeah. So my character has short, unkept, kind of dark, shaggy hair that kind of goes down into side beards and a beard, which are also very kind of unkept. In fact, the only thing that seems to be well kept on his face is his like handlebar mustache. The key kind of comes to some fine, well fingered points. All throughout his hair, he's kind of got this kind of wisps of like graying sort of hair. So he looks kind of like he's been on a bit of a bender, and definitely seen better days. On top of his head, he has a wide black brim, wide brimmed hat that's kind of got a few tears and trinkets attached to it. A few of them kind of glittering in the kind of the sun from outside. On his shoulders, he has a deep red leather coat under which you hear and can see this kind of heavy steel kind of breastplate. And as he kind of walks over to where the poster is, you can hear the kind of these kind of heavy boots. As the coat swings, you can kind of see these straps kind of around the armor, carrying kind of like ammunition and what looks like 6 different pistols. And then at the side, he has kind of swings like a kind of an unused guitar, swings a shotgun. That also seems oddly well kept considering everything else. And he kind of just stops at. I'm guessing you guys are still by the poster.
Mm.
Kind of stops.
Aloft with a sword.
Yeah, stops at the poster. Kind of takes a deep breath in with his cigar, and then just kind of like breathes it out, and then just kind of glances over you both, but doesn't say anything.
As you breathe out, it like flutters the poster off of the sword, and I'll just hand goes to kind of grab it. Hello there.
Hello.
Quite the entrance.
Hey, you're that guy.
You know him.
Which guy?
You were on the boat. You're that
No.
guy.
I'm sure there are many people on the boat.
Was I the only one that got thrown off a boat and swam here?
Which boat were you on?
Well, I didn't quite catch the name. It's hard to read when you're tied up in the bilge.
I just kind of look over Pan and like, what?
It was a misunderstanding.
I'm gonna look back to you and be like, that wouldn't happen to me.
I might have asked them to do it.
Sure.
I got to tick off something off my list anyway. So you arrived on this ferry as well? Apologies. Where are my manners? Masterwork Rook. At your service.
Eli.
Eli. Eli. Easy to write. And, right, Joe was Kai. Or Pan.
Whatever you fancy.
I see that you've caught interest in this poster here, as have myself and Pan here. We can't help but notice the devil fruit on the front.
Yeah, I imagine it would attract quite a lot of people. Does it say which devil fruit it is?
I don't know from the sight of it. It doesn't really give much information at all. We've only just found out that he's not on the island. He's in Stanhope, which is west of here. Quite near the Grand Line. I know you came on the ferry. It's a long shot, but you wouldn't happen to have a ship here, would you?
I just kind of chuckle and say, well, if I had a ship, I wouldn't have come on the ferry, but...
Yeah. I did suspect, but, if you don't ask.
True.
Okay, well, look at this. 3 individuals all in need of a ship. All interested in devil fruit. Some for eating, some for tasting. Well, it certainly looks like the beginning of a crew is coming together here. We are just missing one quite vital thing. And if the ferry is not to be stolen, and I understand that Ilara is well loved by everyone, Navy and pirate, perhaps another ride on the ferry is in order. Unless anyone's very good at swimming.
Would I know where the ferry's planning to go next, or will any of us know that?
It doesn't necessarily make super planned routes. Compasses don't work too well in the Grand Line and the force surrounding it, so it's just kind of island hops. So you'd have to probably ask a lot. But as you say that, the front door slams open, and an older woman wearing a short, well-kept blue coat and salt and pepper hair storms in. She's holding a larger man by the scruff of his neck, and he appears to be unconscious. She throws his body down in front of the bar and pulls up a seat and asks for a beer. A couple of you would recognize this pair as Alara Pumpkin and the head of Pumpkin Ferries, who transports you jellyfish, and her bodyguard Boyle.
Pumpkinhead.
Let me put in the chat. Oh,
Alara Pumpkin.
that
Love that.
is Alara Pumpkin.
Oh, hell yeah. I don't know Alara, but I feel like the vibe of this is exactly what I would have expected from Alara, so I think that they're able to make that kind of leap.
Yeah.
I think that they'll just look down at Pan. Actually, no, sorry, look at Bertha. Forgot to write her name down. Look over at Bertha and kind of eye Alara in a kind of like, this the one?
Bertha is pouring the drink and then nods slightly and hands it over to Alara. Alara proceeds to pound the drink down and then I'm just going to roll.
Do we have money?
You don't have any money. You spent all your money on upgrade.
Damn it.
Dave's character also is lacking in somewhat funds. You've got like pennies and coins. Like you can pay for a bar tab, but you wouldn't be able to pay for
Okay.
too much else.
Cool.
And Pan, you used all your savings on your backpack and the ferry over.
And a lot of the ingredients are in my pocket.
Yeah, yeah, true. So you guys are pretty broke at the moment. But Alara, who usually is relatively jovial in nature, appears to be absolutely fuming.
I think I will just kind of eye the pair here in Pan and Eli and kind of nod towards the bar and then just kind of like almost dance-esque just kind of slide my way across the bar very silently and just kind of lean in and say, could I get 4 drinks, please?
Those better all be for me. I'm not in the mood.
Wait, this is to Bertha. oh, she says from behind me.
Yeah.
Well, let's make that 7 then.
Grand. Thank you very much. Bertha will pour your 7 drinks and give 3 of them to Alara. Or 4 of them to Alara.
I'll hand one to Eli, and then I'll kind of go to hand one to Pan and say, do you drink?
Am I drink?
Do you drink?
Yeah, I drink.
Good. Didn't want to assume.
I'll kind of tip my cup to you, as in like a cheers kind of motion.
I'll hold it up and just take a seat at the. Is she at the bar or at the table?
She's at the
You
bar.
see, Pan is starting to like slightly spill his cup as he's like trying to do the wine tasting on the like swill of beer, and then he's like trying to take a sniff of it, and then.
Are you sure he drinks?
Well, there's no time like the present to start.
And he takes like a sip and does that like kind of like round in mouth and spits it back in the glass. He's like, interesting.
Have you tasted beer before?
Yeah, but
Okay.
not this one.
Oh, I can't say I taste the difference. You got quite the taste buds. Ilara, was it?
Yep. As she
Wow.
pounds another one.
I don't mean to pry, and please excuse my intrusion if you find it rude. But what is this fellow here? He seems to have wronged you quite.
Oh, he's wronged me, all right. This is Boyle, my head of security and my bodyguard, who's supposed to be guarding my ship. However, I've just found out that my sailing vessel has been stormed and my personal effects have been taken. Boyle was unable to defend it because he was nowhere to be seen. So I found Boyle and knocked him the fuck out.
Oh, bad boy. I see. The vessel was. The vessel's still there. It's just.
The ferry. No one will take my ferry. In these waters.
They would have to be crazy or well loved by all.
Well, it's crazy enough they took my effects from my ferry. It's not very honourable of a pirate to take something from someone's ship with them not even being there.
Okay, well, I'll note that. Head of security. Should I put that down as ex head of security?
You shall. What are you writing down anyway?
Oh, don't you worry. Just a tale for another time. And I'll
Well,
hide the book away.
Do you need new security then?
I will be in need of new security. I can't sail these waters by myself. Unfortunately, I'm not very well equipped to do so. But pirates do still roam these waters, so I will need somebody to guard my ship. But I'm not leaving this island until I get my effects back. They mean a lot to me. They're my personal treasures from my time when I was ferrying people and lying here.
Can I read into that? That was
Yeah, you
slight
could.
intonation on that.
Yeah, you can do a savvy check.
Savvy. I am average. It's a 10.
That's not bad. 10 is higher than average. So yeah, you would probably be able to read that she probably at some point was not a person in charge of ferrying people on the Grand Line. You don't really ferry people across the Grand Line because it's incredibly dangerous. Ferries are
Right.
more for the 4 blue seas. So likelihood her experience in the Grand Line is akin to some adventure, let's say.
Yeah.
So her personal effects would be in regards to her adventures on the Grand Line.
Well, I would say you're in luck if it wasn't for your bout of unluckiness from Boyle here. But you have come across 3 individuals who may just possess the right skills to see you back in possession of that which was taken from you and back on the open ocean, safe in the
A very
north.
specific set of skills.
Of course, Pan. We were traveling for quite a while, and I can't say I've seen anyone that is as good at sniffing out wrongdoing and returning items of value. And Eli, remember that time?
Wait, what are you talking
were,
about? We've just met.
No, we just met Ilara here, and I'm just introducing us. We've been buddies for so long. I can't even remember how long. And Eli, I mean, I don't think you've seen a more secure person. Look at how many guns, and
He does
there's
have a
a
lot of
gun
guns.
for each robber there.
I'll just kind of look at Alara and just kind of shake my head.
Well,
And just be like, if we get your personal effects back, will that be enough to demonstrate that we are secure, that we are good enough security?
yeah, that'll do it. I mean, I was gonna ask that guy over there to. It's a bit of rough luck, but he knows the area at the very least, so maybe take him along with you. And she kind of over her shoulder points with her thumb across the room to Andy's character. If you don't mind introducing.
Oh no, I think 3's a crowd already.
Yeah, you would have seen kind of probably sitting by the bar from the very beginning. A rather large man with a plump belly. He's wearing a pirate coat that looks extremely worn out, full of patches, kind of homemade, put together. It doesn't quite close around his belly, so he just leaves it open. Got a big bushy white beard that's soaked in some dried up whiskey. Goggles with one half of them kind of blacked out. You can see kind of scars coming out from beneath. Probably the most striking element would be an arm and a leg that's completely robotic of this very poorly oiled machine that seems to just be hissing and grinding occasionally. He grabs next to him by the bars, just leaning a large hammer. Drags it over, kind of knocking in one of the stools. It falls over. It's like, oh, apologies. Picks it up, kind of knocks another stool over, holding half a bottle of whiskey. he just wanders over to all of you. Kind of that catches his attention on the poster. Looks up real close at it and is like, "Devil fruit, eh? Is that like a weird apple?"
I,
It certainly could be described as such.
You know,
Here,
it could be. I'm
not
really
thirsty.
interested. Imagine if it would be like could it be a sour apple flavor, or maybe like a bitter kind of, like a lemon style fruit, or actually I haven't come across much fruit, to be honest.
Do you think they will
You
taste
like
different?
you a flavor guy?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, well, maybe we can cook it.
That's literally what I just said.
That
Touche,
is
yeah.
amazing. I think that'd be great. I do
I
love
think we're going to be
apples.
best friends.
Your
Oh,
your
yeah.
drink's getting mighty low there, friend. Here, I'm not too thirsty, and I'll hand over my pint.
I'll pour it into my bottle of whiskey.
Masterwork
What's
Rook.
you? Oh, no. My name is Bad Luck Bartholomew.
Oh. May I ask how does one receive such a name?
Oh, it's pretty self-explanatory. I had a lot of bad luck, but I feel the wind's changing. You lot the new crew that's coming with us, apparently.
Are you already hired as security? Well, I mean, can't
Heck
have too much
no.
security. Oh,
Bad
Oh,
luck.
I thought.
Bad luck.
I drank.
I've banned you from my ship, and you know I have.
oh.
I thought we drank over this.
No, you broke my rudder twice on the same day.
Yeah. I can fix it.
Oh, that's why I've banned you from my ship. You tried to fix it and broke it more. Look, I'm willing to forgive and forget. Obviously, you know this island slightly better than these lot who I've just ferried over, the vast majority of. You can take them over to probably where the others, the pirates are that took my stuff is hiding. Then I might be able to forgive you and ferry you to some islands that we can drop you off and leave. You can leave Bertha alone for the first time in months.
Piece of piss.
That's not a drink here, right?
Bertha's gown.
Nah, it could be.
Well, say any old island. You wouldn't happen to be going so far west as Stanhope, would you?
Stanhope. Probably not. It's quite far west, and I suppose. I mean, I could theoretically. We'll see how lucky you are, really. However, these treasures mean quite a lot to me, and whilst essentially it's a small chest of my effects from my ferrying time on the Grand Line. Now, if you get it back to me, there could be something more in it for you than just me allowing you on my ship for a couple.
Oh.
More weeks?
It depends how well. Well, I suppose you get the item back for me, and we'll see what I can do. You get the item back for me, and I'll let you on my ship as my bodyguard. And if that goes well, there might be something in it for you.
Amazing, amazing. Sounds like a fair deal. While we're looking for these effects, what is it we're exactly searching for? Just so that when we come across it, we know we found it.
Oh, you won't be able to miss it. It's no offense, Bertha, but it's the nicest thing on this island, other than myself. It's a small gilded chest that's tightly locked. I would be surprised if anybody was able to get into it, but inside is a leather notebook akin to yours, which is my diary from my time in the Grand Line, and a couple of items remind me of.
Incredible, incredible. No worries. Can I see if she's withholding anything?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it savvy?
Yeah, I would say a savvy check. Have a wisdomy thing.
Yeah, damn
Or
it.
that's a nat 1.
I
Yeah.
got a 6
Oh,
and a
yeah.
1.
Yeah, you got a nat 6 and a nat 1. So unfortunately,
Was that fuses?
yeah, failed
thingy?
fuse. You can't explode.
Ah.
Sucks. Cool. First failed fuse of the
Yeah,
season.
hell yeah. Please
Um.
that it works.
So yeah, it's cool. It works. So yeah. Unfortunately, well, not even unfortunately, you think that she is giving you everything. If anything, more than everything.
Yeah. I think the value that a leather diary would have kind of rings true with Rook. Well, allow us to be at your service. Like I said, Pan here is the. Actually, no, we've already given that away. Well, let us return what is rightfully yours, and we can discuss any further payment if and when the time comes.
Fantastic. And on your way out, can you throw this piece of shite in the sea as well? And she just points over to bodyguard Boyle.
With pleasure.
I'll walk over and grab him by the scruff.
Excellent.
I'll quickly just as Bartholomew's kind of lifting him, my hand will just kind of slip in a pocket or anything. If there's any change, I'll just put it on the bar and say like for the tab.
It is way more than is necessary, and Bertha will quickly pocket that and say thank you very much.
You're more than welcome.
You say thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a while since I DM'd, so you have to do different voices, and it's hard.
But a voice that would rattle the strongest of hulls, Bertha.
Oh. Yep.
You fucking what?
What, mate?
It's quite alright. Well, Bartholomew, you say you've been on this island for a little bit longer.
Most of them, really.
Oh,
I'm rather experienced as a kind of looks around. A pirate.
you don't say. Well,
I on and off, mostly on for over a decade now.
over a decade. Incredible.
Uh,
Timeline-wise, how kind of long into the Golden Pirate era are we? Is it near the beginning? Are we a little bit in?
It's been about 25 years since the start of it. I mean, an era can be quite a while, so you don't know how long it's going to go for. But the Great Pirate era lasted for like 100 years. So,
So you were sort of an early adopter. What's it like?
absolute shite.
Oh,
And the
I've
good
been
pirate
up
you are.
and I've been up and down these islands, and all I can tell you, I've got me no treasure. I lost me eye and me arm and me leg, and nothing to show for it.
got me no treasure. What about the adventure, the excitement? Did you ever plunder any ships or walk the plank? You know, those things, the things people tell stories about.
Yeah. Oh, we got a big old plunder, but a sea beast he sunk the whole thing, and that's how I lost me leg actually.
Oh, well,
you hear
I mean-
Alara Pumpkin say under her breath, "These waters."
It was the next waters.
Next.
went to a different school.
Literally.
Well, walking the plank and sea monster attack. I mean, if you're sailing with me, I hope you don't mind going through them again. I would very much like to take them off.
While I do have a spare leg, I'd rather avoid it.
Understand.
But please, I would never wish for you to miss out on such excitement. But perhaps I stay on the ship while you're in the jaws of the beast.
You're reading my mind. So you've been on this island for a little while, hopefully outside of this bar, outside of the manor watering hole, a wee bit. Do you know of any unsavory folk that have visited recently? Maybe a suspect or two for this robbery?
Do I know of any suspicious folk?
You
Present company excluded, of course.
you would know, as it being a small town and you being a heavy drinker, that there are only 2 taverns in Ireland, and this is. And if somebody was at, well, this is the nicer one, quote unquote, and there is a bit more of a rundown one, literally the other side of town, which is a short walk around the bay.
Well, there's only 2 watering holes around here, and this is the nice one, so I was here. So I didn't see nothing. But the other one.
The other one is called the Lion's Mane Bar.
Lion's Mane
Yeah.
Bar.
Perhaps we could go asking about in the Lion's Main Bar.
If there's one thing sorry. Go on.
I'm going to go up to Ms. Pumpkin, Captain Pumpkin, and be like, "Can I ask you a few questions?"
Sure.
Where were you at this time?
When they took your boat, did they just accommodate it, or did they sail it somewhere?
I never said they took my boat. I said they jumped on my boat whilst no one was there and took my things.
They just took your things, not the boat.
Remember, it's not just a just. Imagine how I took what are you wearing? Some sort of a. Is that a giant backpack? What's in there?
No.
What?
I'm gonna step away from her slowly.
Oh, so you wouldn't like it if I took your items?
I'm just trying to figure out where I'm gonna start looking.
You shouldn't belittle the lady's items.
I didn't.
I'm just saying.
Who knows what's in the box?
I know that I would sail across all the seas and kill many if my diary was taken.
Did you lose any other people? Did you if the idiot guy who's next to you, if he didn't do his job and wasn't there, who was? Who was looking after your stuff? Well, then, how'd you know who's taken? Did you? Never mind.
We just know it's missing. We don't have any suspects so far.
Yeah,
I think you're overthinking it.
Ilara does make a good point. That backpack could certainly fit a chest. What are you carrying, little one?
That is a very interesting point you raise. Would you like to upend your backpack in front of me?
I'm gonna back myself into a corner and be like, I don't have a chest in here, but I do have a lot of pots and pans, which I'd very much like to keep my possession of.
Can you give me a parlay check for me?
I sure can do.
Sure can.
Sure can do. Let me just check what it is.
You're good at
Okay.
parlay, right?
I've got some parlay.
So you got some
I got
parlay?
some rid. I
Yeah.
got some rid.
Parlay, got some parsley.
No, I don't.
Wah wah.
I let a little snipe like you come on my ship, and then I offer for you to come on my ship again if you take my if you get my items back. But you've already taken my items, haven't you?
No. You think I could keep a whole chest in here? Look at me.
It's a very big backpack, and you're acting very suspicious about it.
I know you.
Can I'll
take my
stand
stuff
up
And shoot him.
no.
No, I was like, do you seriously think he could take it?
Look at him. He looks so wee.
Both these points are very excellent, but let me ask you this one question, Anne. Did you pack that backpack yourself?
No.
No!
You didn't pack it yourself.
My grandma packed it.
You seriously think he has stolen it?
I think
Maybe the
he's
grandma
quite
stole
right.
it.
Actually,
You know what? I believe the little chap.
yeah, the more he's
not-
telling this story, the more it becomes... I don't believe that he stole it. I can see that
Look.
your name has been stitched into the side of your backpack as well, so your grandma's stitchmanship is very good.
Yeah, she said it's in case I lose it and get it mixed up with other backpacks.
She sits
You
back
see,
down and tussles your hair.
Rook kind of like wipes a tear from her eye. Look, why don't we just go and find the culprit, find this chest, and that evidence shall set our we friends here innocence to bed. I believe him.
Alara puts her hand on Pan's shoulder and says, "My treasure chest is my backpack."
His eyes
Doesn't
light
come
up,
with traps.
and he's like, "Oh, I get it now."
A single tear forms in her eye.
Having
Well,
the
I
Danny
think,
DeVito moment.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Get it now. Well, shall we head to this line's main bar? If there's one thing I know about pirates is if they are able to plunder any booty, they are not so tight-lipped about it. Not the stupid ones.
To be honest, they probably buried it on the beach.
Could possibly be. Look out for large X's while we walk.
I
I'll
think
turn
that's
to
actually
kind
a
of.
solid plan.
I'll kind of slowly turn to bad luck. Do you prefer bad luck or Bartholomew?
Bartholomew, but
Party.
Bart.
Your friends usually call me Barty because they don't want to say the whole thing.
Party slot fast.
So Barty,
Started
do you bury all of your treasure?
I don't have any treasure to bury.
Oh, it's even sadder.
it's extra sad because you have the shovel attachment for that arm on your back. It's never been
Aye,
used.
it's still waiting to be used. I've picked up the perfect spot on the beach next to my house, but alas.
A house. Well, that's something at least. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Bertha. You don't mind if I take this poster?
Oh, there's loads on the side of the bar.
Perfect. And if you see any strange folk enter, we might come back empty-handed. Do let us know.
When she says strange, let me know if there's any strange folk. She just deadpan looks at you.
Starting from when we leave.
Right.
She's gonna point. You stand out like an anime protagonist.
And as you
What's
say that,
anime?
BL Barty creaks and squeaks through the door with his one leg, one arm, one eye.
BLB.
I'm okay with BLB.
And as we've left the building and start our way, Pan's just going to turn to your guys and be like, "I kind of feel bad about stealing her paprika now."
As soon as we leave the tavern, Rook like crouches down and just hugs Pan and says, "I'm sorry for putting you on the spot like that. That was really unnecessary. I feel like though that story was not true. We don't know each other. We did just meet. I do feel like I can trust you, and I don't feel like you're the type to steal that much. Paprika, paprika, shashmika."
If you feel so bad about it, we can always return it to her and say they stole her chest and paprika.
Oh, that's a genius idea. But I'm going to keep a little bit and say they used some.
Wait, I'm getting a bit confused. Did you steal the chest?
No.
Of course
Oh,
we
okay.
didn't. His grandma packed the bag.
No,
She
she threatened
sounds
to,
like a lovely woman.
take it, and then I couldn't figure out. I thought she wanted to take my bag.
No. We wouldn't let her take the
So
bag.
and then you guys all started being weird about it, and I don't know, just I didn't want to open my bag to her.
Well, you were being quite suspicious, but let's put it all behind us. Let us go investigate.
So we have two potential possibilities here. We either go to this other tavern where all the seedy lot hang around,
The live
Or-
plain bar.
Yes, or we find a high spot and look out for them X's.
I say bar.
We could also potentially return to the scene of the crime. Maybe there's some clues to be had on the ferry.
Perhaps we should split up, gang.
Split up and look for clues. I think let's. Well, which one's closer? Is the ferry nearby? Is the tavern is just a short?
I imagine the ferry's just over there.
Yeah, the ferry is by the docks, so essentially one tavern's on
It's a
one side of
small
the
island.
docks. Yeah, and the other tavern is on the other side of the docks. So you're probably north, the other tavern south. The ferry is.
3 options. What do we fancy?
I mean,
I'm gonna quickly pop
into the scene of the crime to the next tavern.
Yeah.
I think
And,
scene of the crime doesn't sound like a bad idea. It would leave us equipped with more information before we start rousing the crowds.
Also, then we can throw this one in the sea.
Oh,
Oh,
little Boyle
yeah.
here. I'm still
Yeah.
dragging him behind me through sand.
you could pop that boil.
Now, I reckon Boyle here is not a bad fellow. He's just had a little bit of bad luck. What say we let him run on and just say we drown him?
Oh wait! Hold on. My my friend, I'm getting the impression, as I look to Rook specifically,
Mhm.
that you have a few things you need to tick off as a pirate.
I've made
Does
a whole
one of
list.
them involve stealing from someone? As I just point to the unconscious body.
One of them.
Oh, I was thinking you were gonna mention making someone walk the plank.
Or that.
That is on it, and also walking the plank is on it. Stealing from
Well-
somebody I have ticked off. That was quite an early one, but stealing somebody's ship and marooning them on an island I have yet to do. There is also kill an entire crew and leave one alive to tell the tale. But
I would like to be the one who tells the tale. I've done it before. I can do it again.
You're so ahead of me.
Your
in this,
bad luck sounds like good luck.
You are living the life I want. So. But petty theft I ticked off quite early on, I'm afraid.
What say you? We go to the ferry, we pull up a plank, we make Boyle walk it, and then we all walk in again and just all jump in the bay. It sounds rather pleasant.
It just doesn't seem in the spirit of things. These things should come up naturally. I want to feel the danger. I want to live it, you know?
No.
I've been playing make-believe my whole life, so now that we're here, smell the breeze. The ocean, it's right there. Look to the horizon. It is empty on all sides. So much out there, I'm sure. You can't see it, but...
It's past the curvature, yes.
Curvature, yes.
We are walking towards the ship, yeah?
Is that what you decided to do?
Otherwise, I am just going to start walking.
I think we're walking and Rook is like hopping on barrels and swinging on poles. And
Did you bring Boyle with you?
Yeah, he's been carried by Barcy.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, like I said, should we let him go? Let the poor chap have another try at life?
Well,
I mean, we
does the
don't
ferry
have
have a
to
bridge?
drown him.
Well,
So
just
just
throw
said-
him in the sea.
Yeah, just on the beach.
If the ferry has a
Now,
brig, I'd
that's
very
not in
much
the
like to
spirit.
lock a crew member in the brig.
But he was fired, so he's not a crew member.
That is a technicality. Okay, well, we'll have to save that for another day. I think my vote is to throw him in the ocean.
Yeah, all right. Let's. If we're walking, up to the ferry and we're on the deck, I'll kind of drag him next to the edge and kind of have him like standing upright, even if he's unconscious, kind of holding him by the shoulders.
Yep.
Who would like to do the pushing?
This doesn't feel like the time to take this one off. Throw crewmate overboard.
I'll just push him.
Anchor.
I'm just push him.
You push him and because you were holding him up by his shoulders, his legs buckle first, and then he kind of like falls and slumps into the water. there's a split. There's kind of like a second as the kind of distance between the deck and the water, and then he splashes in quite a large splash, and you just suddenly hear, and you see him struggling in the water with his clothes on, but then he kind of like rights himself. Then it's like he kind of realizes where he is and what's happening, and blearily kind of swims to shore. Where
you're fired.
Good lad.
And then he kind of, as he gets to the kind of the shower, and he kind of just like laps in with the waves, and is just kind of lying there, like semi-conscious on the shore. So alive, but not in the best of state.
We should have really attached him to an anchor.
Well, we can try again. He's not very far.
We got bigger fish to catch, I think.
Do you think this may sound really out there, but do you think maybe he got paid off to not be there? Like maybe he has information.
Fine. I'm gonna go get him.
Incredibly shit of you, yes.
Boyle, get back here. I got a question for you.
You won't take me alive, you bastards. But he doesn't move.
Okay. I'll walk up to him.
Yeah, you retrieve Boyle, and he's semi-conscious now, so he'll stumble back over to where you guys are, and you can plug him on top of a barrel.
Boyle, was it?
Listen, yeah.
That lady packed a punch.
She packed other things as well on her ship.
Oh,
Ring any bells?
People's a ferry, innit?
Not what I was going for. Let's try a bit of good pirate, bad pirate.
What?
We don't want to, like here, just to give you an idea, I've got written down here, throw someone overboard, tied to an anchor. We would really not like to take that off just now. And that would be the last thing I want to do. And, you seem like you're down on your luck, but all we want is the truth. Just tell your side of the story to us. We want to see it from your eyes. What happened? This is probably just a misunderstanding, right?
Can I walk around to try and find an anchor and then start kind of like pulling at it?
Yeah, nice.
Okay, my side of the story, well, I woke up in the ocean and I swam to shore, and now I'm in a barrel. That's
before that.
Oh, before that. Oh, right. Okay, sorry.
Rewind slightly.
How far before? Mama Boyle was a hard woman, but when she gave birth,
Can I walk back over and pistol whip him?
No. Roll me a d4.
I thought Rook was gonna be the bad cop.
I think both of you are.
3.
You broke his nose. Oh fuck! Oh god! Yep.
You know what he means.
Just like Mama Boyle. Yeah. No. Look.
Earlier today.
My contract says I'm supposed to be in charge of security of Alara Pumpkin on the ship, but Alara wasn't on the ship, so I didn't need to be in charge of the security on the ship. I was looking at trinkets, alright? I was in the shops, Jellyfish Island. He pulls out...
Can I just check to see if he's lying?
Yeah, go for it. I mean, if you roll a parlay... savvy check it, yeah. Kind of like an inside savvy.
Sure.
Damn! That's pretty good.
These shops, are they nearby?
Yeah, they are nearby. They're more like stalls, like a fish stall and other things. There is one that's selling knickknacks, and because you'll know, bad luck, that Okuban claims to be the birthplace of the last king of the pirates. It isn't, but it claims that. So it sells trinkets that are like little like pirate hats with crowns around them as like keychains and stuff like that. And
Oh shit! They got keychains. I gotta give you one.
he pulls out of his pocket a keychain with a key on it, and it's just got this like cute little pirate hat with a golden crown around it, and it's on the crown it's got like 4 there's like spikes on it, and it says KOT.
Oh, I don't have that one in my collection yet.
Yeah, it's exclusive. I had to get it, so I jumped off the ship. I'm not in charge of it. Ilara wasn't there. I don't have to be in charge of the security on the ship when she's not there. That's ridiculous. I'm not paying. It's not in my contract. So yeah, I've got this. Fantastic. Now for me.
That is quite lovely. It feels almost worth it.
That's what I'm saying.
Does it seem like
my
he's
friend here.
as he
intrigued?
refixes his nose?
Well, I was thinking, maybe if he was shopping just over there, maybe anybody from the stalls would have seen the thieves fleeing the ship.
Possibly.
Well, I'm not asking you.
Oh. Okay. he looks up in the sky and starts whistling. Like,
So which store did you buy this from?
It was an indoor fought on the outdoor.
he's still looking at the sky, whistling.
I kind of snap my fingers in front of him.
Oh, sorry, I don't know when to respond to you guys. You seem all over the place. Yeah, it's just that one over there. And you see, like, there are 3 stalls. One is just selling fish. The other one is selling, like, netting and stuff like that. And the other one is, like, really jazzed up, like, brightly coloured. And it's got loads of, like, trinkets all over it.
I think that's what we should go next.
Yeah, it's the one next to the fish one.
Well, you can see here my friend is very interested in this trinket that you've acquired. I would be very I would not like to have to restrain him from taking it from your dead body.
What?
So if you could just make sure that we're all on the same page. I'm gonna like jab, but that we're all on the same
Oh.
page. You didn't see
No.
anyone flee the ship. You didn't spy anyone scarpering off with a chest.
Sorry, I can't tell if you're trying to make me say no, to say that we're on the same page and I didn't see anything, or if you're actually asking me if I did or didn't see anything.
I just want the truth.
I did not
The
see
answer.
anything.
Do I believe him?
You can roll an insight check. Roll a semi check.
That's a nat one.
That man is made of eyes.
I see. Okay. Well, then I guess you're useless.
He's very shifty looking. But that could.
With
At this
that
point-
one?
At this point, I've just like dragged an anchor over,
I swear
and
to
I'll just drop it. Like,
God, you're strong. What the hell? A full anchor by yourself, and you were smoking the
small
entire
anchor.
time. No, I didn't see anything. I'm not in charge of guarding the ship whilst Lara's not there. I've been collecting these little trinkets on the Banjo Islands recently, because King of the Pirate Merchant it's pretty excellent, and the further towards the red line you get, the rarer it becomes. So if I collect them here, I'll make a tidy little profit on the kind of like keychain market later down the line.
What's the upmark?
Oh, it's 500% ROI.
I think
He
we
sa-
have
he sa-
ourselves a business venture. when
He starts
it needs
getting
to
out.
happen.
He starts getting out charts of keychains and their prices over time.
That'll do. What is it, like a page, a book?
It's a full. He's got like a full like a really intricate accountant's ledger just for keychains.
Interesting book. Can I have a look?
No.
don't feel like you're in the position to negotiate.
Well, what are you going to do with it once you have it?
Well, I'm going to take it from you.
Well, I don't want that. I mean, I'll give it willingly,
Now,
but you have to promise not to throw it into the ocean.
Oh no, I was thinking we need money.
Well, this book isn't going to sell for anything.
No, but
it
the
is
keychain
full of
is-
knowledge.
I knew I should have stayed an accountant, and he hands over the book.
I think this makes us even. You didn't see anyone. We'll believe that. You keep your keychain, and we keep your very detailed accountancy records of keychain prices and locations where to buy them.
But I didn't see anyone.
And we believe you. This has been.
Why are you saying it like you don't believe me?
I feel like you're reading into it too much. You've probably hit your head a number of times on somebody's fist, and the bottom of the ocean there is quite shallow. Just rest up, and enjoy that little keychain. It's very cute.
How about I trade you my favorite trinket for my accountancy?
What do you think, gang?
Well, we took the accountancy ledger. Why don't we just take the trinket as well?
That's not fair. You can't do both.
But I like you. I like you, Bart.
But I wouldn't take his keychain. A keychain is a man's treasure.
It's a man's backpack.
He puts his hand on Bart's shoulder and is like, I like you, Bart.
No,
I'm
I
a
think-
man of principle.
What is the trinket out of interest?
It's a devil fruit, but the top of it is made out of little gold, where the leaves would be.
A trinket. Devil fruit. Like a keychain.
Yeah, it's a little key. They're all keychains. Look at the ledger.
Oh, this
Can't
one looks just like them weird apples.
a little word of advice. Don't just lead with that you have a devil fruit. If you were to come across less forgiving individuals,
If
they
I
would
had-
have
If I had a devil
run you
fruit,
through.
do you think I would be buying and trading keychains on the keychain market?
I thought it was profitable.
I mean, it is profitable, but a devil fruit's worth like 700 million berries.
Berries?
It's the currency.
Is
Wait,
that
they're
your
worth
keychain?
money?
Berries.
One apple equal
Berries is the currency.
Gotcha.
one
I knew
one
that.
apple is many berries.
For calories as well. Okay, well, no, I don't think we're interested in that. We're more interested in the acquisition of other keychains, I think. One keychain in the pocket is not worth thousands in the future.
Fine, but don't
Right.
tell too many people about this, because if you do, it'll tank the market.
I think you've got it all figured out, and I mean you've got it all up here, kind of pointing to kind of finger on his temple. That keen chain business acumen never truly leaves you. Here you go, Bart. You can hold on to that.
I'll add it to me book collection.
Okay, you add in a accountancy ledger on keychain markets in the East
I now
Blue.
have one book.
I'll kind of tip my hat to Boyle, and kind of look to head towards the boat unless somebody wants to say anything more.
Oh yeah, we never actually reached the boat.
As we're all passing him as well, and he's just sat there. I assume he just sat on the floor, right? Or we put him on a barrel, didn't we?
He's on a barrel, yeah.
Yeah, Pan's gonna come up and he's just gonna like go into his pocket, get out a little dumpling, and just kind of put it in his mouth and walk off.
He
Poison.
bursts into tears. Actually, wait.
You got any more of them?
Yeah, I can loads. Come on, flick it over to you.
Yeah.
Would you say that?
I
I'd say cooking is a wisdom kind of skill, like a savvy kind
Yeah.
of. Give me a savvy check.
much obliged.
Savvy, sure, savvy.
Savvy.
Oh,
Ooh.
The nat
That's not a
one's
good
what's
roll.
going on.
This may have
nat
been
ones.
one of your experimental dumplings where you added mostly chili.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Wait, I didn't use gunpowder for it. I just used gunpowder.
Let me just check the one that I gave Padlock. It's also.
Oh no.
Oh, no, that's very good. That was a very good one.
Much better.
That was a good one. You see, you turn around briefly after giving the dumpling to Boyle, and his eyes are streaming, and he immediately jumps into
I did it, guys.
the.
Oh. The old suicide dumpling.
Right, well, that's the name of the episode. Thank you. So you walk onto the ferry. It's quite a new looking boat, actually. This is from the people who were on the ship, which is Joe's character Pan and also Dave's character Eli would know. The ship is relatively new. That was the first voyage it's taken, so the whole thing looks fresh, and there's no signs of damage anywhere. Very, very clean, very well kept. It's a two-master. It's quite a kind of like big flat surface on the ships. Not too like it's got like the main forecastle, and then it's got only one deck underneath. It's not that big of a ship, but like depth-wise, but kind of size-wise, large. And underneath the forecastle, it's technically got like captain's quarters there as well. So that's probably where Alara would be.
I think as we walk on, Rook just kind of like savors in every step on the word, kind of running their hand along the what do you call it, like a handrail.
Yeah.
Just kind of like almost caressing the wood, just in this kind of state of awe at just even the not even an impressive boat, but it is still a boat and it still sails.
The ship itself, which is called the Pumpkin Patch, is it's got it smells like new ship. Your fingers caress kind of knots in the wood and the oak it's made out of, and it smells like varnish and fresh, freshly polished wood and kind of the sea air.
Well, look at this newborn, barely tasted the
A fine boat.
Indeed. Pumpkin Patch.
It's crazy how it just sits here unguarded ever since the head of security was fired.
Well, yes. Anybody could wander on. And I kind of
Anybody.
scamper down the stairs.
As you kind of like dance around singing in the rain-esque on the deck of the ship, you would take in the kind of sights and smells, and you would notice. Give me an investigation, so like an acumen.
Acumen.
Anybody wants to kind of investigate or climb in there, they can.
Yeah.
11.
11's good.
I go a mighty 4.
Or
What's like the average?
13.
average is 9.
Thanks.
9, okay.
Acumen, you said, right?
So half of 12. If you think the average dice is a d6,
Big old
half of 12
6.
plus half of 6.
Yeah, a 6 or 7 and a 2 or 3.
So Joe got a 6. Andy got a 4. Dave got a
13.
13.
Hey.
And Jack got 11.
Yeah.
So, BLB. It's been a hot minute since you jumped on a boat. And it's bringing back a lot of memories of the many shipwrecks you've been part of. In fact, it was only I think 2 shipwrecks ago where where your leg was bitten off by some sort of beast. So the left half of your face is sweating. The right half of your face, where the robot eye is oil strip.
I have never seen a ship so much above the water.
Pan, unfortunately, you don't know too much about ships either. You spent most of your time on the prow, having just a wild ride looking out into the sea. So you kind of naturally gravitate towards there and like, oh, here I am again.
Oh dear.
Whereas Eli and Rook, you've been on ships before. You know ships relatively well. This one is a new one, and Eli is taken by the sights and smells. One of the sights that Eli would have noticed was the captain's door is kind of flung open, and the handle itself is broken. And then Rook. Sorry, I'm still getting used to the names. So Rook, you would notice, because you're so focused on kind of the new ship smell, that there is a different smell in the air. Smells like sea.
Huh.
I think that was me.
There's cherry, there's varnish, and new rope, but it's all tainted. There's something else. Greasy chicken, like unclean deckhand after a meal.
You would notice as well that the kind of the lock on the door, if you kind of inspect it further, kind of with your roll, you would see that it's covered in just fucking tons of chicken.
Perhaps the clues leading to the kitchen.
Potentially, or our suspect is a particular focus of this method.
Maybe it was Pan.
Yeah.
Your eyes cast
Okay.
over to Pan, who's sitting both legs over the prow, whistling a tune.
I must say, it's not looking good for him. Chicken grease in the lock. Do you suspect that was maybe an opening method? I've never heard of such a thing. Perhaps the boy with the taste buds would be better suited to identifying such a thing.
Maybe they stuck a chicken bone in the lock and waddle it about.
You know what? That is incredibly insightful. I think
Let
you might
me
be
write
onto
that
something.
down.
Write that down.
Would that work?
I have no idea.
You take a look in the lock, and you see scattered chicken bone.
Hey, very, very clever.
Looks like
So,
your bad luck is turning.
Someone with access to chicken bone.
Let's not be too hasty.
Oh, please. There was no luck in that guess. That was pure knowledge, I'm sure.
I have eaten chicken before.
Mr. Fancy over here.
Oh, look at me.
What did it taste like?
On one of my many voyages.
Unlike anything else.
We have assaulted a merchant ship that was transporting quite a bit of animals, amongst them chickens. We managed to just finish cooking them up when the Navy attacked. I have only gotten one bite before the ship sunk.
Eating chicken on a sinking ship. I might have to add that to the list.
Unforgettable.
I feel like Rook is looking at BLB and just like every single time is like idolizing.
Yeah, this is like how this guy has lived.
This guy is perfect.
But why have I not heard of him? It's a real eye-opening moment. Like, surely he should be Pirate King by now. Someone with access to chicken bones, it would seem. Maybe a cook that isn't Pan for now. Perhaps a cook at this
the other bar.
Main bar. Yeah. So at least somebody who was eating it. Either way.
Well, would this ship have the chicken? Because that would be a shorter journey.
it'd be good to check. Pan, are you okay there?
Yeah. What? Yeah. Yeah. What?
You were just looking very longingly out into the ocean. I found a bit of chicken grease here, a bit of chicken bone residue.
Oh, were they making a stock?
Well, they were taking stock of things that weren't theirs. I suspect that it was used as some sort of picklock. Well, actually, Barty here suspected that it would be of that nature. Do you know if there's a kitchen here? Lock, stock, very nice. And Eli's got the 2 smoky barrels. Could you see if there's a kitchen on here? I would imagine that if you travelled on this before, you certainly
Oh no,
checked
I
it out.
totally didn't get any of my, stolen paprika from any sort of place, did I? Of course, the bloody kitchen here. Okay, yeah, this way.
You take him below deck is where the kitchen.
Mm.
You see a
And-
pretty well appointed kitchen. It's actually got a quartz top surface. It's actually very, very nice kitchen. Sometimes Elara has to ferry
Good island. Wow.
people, actually nice to eat food between islands. And this is one of the upgrades he tried to make with that new ship. Very well appointed.
What a wonderful place.
Pan, could you potentially check the pantry or wherever chicken might be kept if there's been any?
I get it. Pantry.
Oh, I get it.
Where do little boys grow that like cooking? The pantry. No?
The kitchen and pantry is, you've been in here, Pan. Actually, Alara allowed you to cook some meals for the ship when mentioned so many times that you. However, it is not as you left it when you stole your little bottle of paprika or paprika. It was very, very kind of well looked after, but all the cupboards have been flung open. There is scraps of food basically everywhere. Like all the main things have been taken, and if you look in kind of the fridge room, there appears to be essentially nothing.
You see Pan now a single tear.
There's nothing left.
What did they?
I certainly don't
It-
think you have to worry about that paprika
they've-
anymore.
They've ransacked this place.
So they stole the box and the food.
Yeah.
Seems rather desperate.
It does bring us to a small dead end with this chicken bone thing if they did get it on the boat. But perhaps we know they've been down here rummaging. Maybe they left something. I'll kind of look around for any clues, anything they may have dropped or... I don't know. I can't dust for prints. Not in this era.
You could theoretically try if you wanted to.
We've got some
DNA
paprika you could use.
There's guns, so if you
No, we don't.
there's definitely flour about if you wanted to dust for prints.
Yeah, let's try it. It was greasy chicken, like...
I wonder if
Okay.
you can actually.
Lots,
Can you
maybe.
dust prints of flour?
It depends how greasy the prints are, I suppose.
That's true.
I would say roll a acumen check and add a d4.
Okay, and a D4.
Oh. Is there some kind of database we can compare these prints against?
Pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
17.
17.
9, a
You
5, and a 3.
you find a turkey like a sauce basting brush and a pack of flour that's not been stolen and start getting to work. And for too long, the whole room is kind of like coated in light level flour, similar to Ace Ventura, where he does that to the whole hut. And it gets in everybody's nose. Everybody's covered in flour. But you do find that there are some like enormous fat green fingerprints. Like the fingers would be like the size of 2 fingers on your hand. This is an abnormally large person. like been rooting around.
Well, that certainly narrows it down. I tried to
Well,
think back.
what have you
to-
found?
Look at these. These it's almost like an ogre fingerprint. We're looking for whoever this was. They were of size. I think back to Boyle's fingers as he plays with the keychain. Any size comparison there?
With your 17, which is an abnormally high roll, you would know that he has thin accountancy fingers.
Aye, that
Great for
tracks.
security.
Yeah, yeah. He was a rushed hire. He lied on his CV.
Just wanted to travel.
Yeah, he essentially wanted to travel around for free so that he could get more trinkets. That's
Perks of the job.
I love Boyle.
yeah.
Okay, well, it certainly eliminates one of our suspects. I think our next stop, potentially, unless there's anything of interest here, Pan, we can look the other way. Something missing in this mess will not go amiss. If you catch my drift. I know everything's been ransacked, Pan. Please speak to me.
Oh, sorry, my headset was. I was like, yeah, sorry, I muted my headset. Pan, yeah, Pan's gonna kind of like look around and try and collect what bits of like food and items that he can to put in his backpack,
Yeah.
and nod and be like, well, do we go to the inn next?
I think the Lion's Mane bar is the next place. Are you sure you can fit all that food in that backpack with the chest in there?
Yeah, it'll fit. It'll fit. And I'm just like pushing it down as much as it can possibly go.
You are able to find a couple of salad leaves here and there. Mostly, what you find is the rest of the flour that's ripped in. The only other spice you found is some cumin, but you might likely have cumin in the bag. So.
Yeah, likely. I wasn't going to add anything specific, just like assumed it was very typical thing that I already have, just more of it.
Make a cumin roll.
Okay, that's very good. But Pan can't help themselves, but as they're whizzing around trying to the kitchen, find if there's anything, just full cleaning.
Yeah.
Really, really thoroughly, but really quick. So as soon as they check a drawer, he closes the drawer and opens it again. The whole thing is. So yeah, I mean, what's your next move?
Then we head to the Lion's Mane bar.
I'm thinking if our individual's a large person who's got chicken grease all over, using chicken bones as tools and has ransacked the kitchen, he's likely eaten everything.
He's likely to what?
He's likely eaten everything as a big hungry fella.
Yeah. Yes, that certainly
Could be a
track.
clue.
We can stop by that trinket shop if you wanted as well.
I would like that very much, yes.
So you
there's a few here that are currently down, and they would be great purchases for a future if they do rise again.
Buy low, sell high.
Yeah.
So you go to the
print
shop. Unfortunately, you guys realize you don't have any money on you at the moment. And you move swiftly along after they tell you essentially to stuff it. But you do notice
how much? Okay. No. How much? Yeah.
Well, for a children's trinket game, that's insane.
What? This is a police thing.
You do see that they sell like sealed
Pirates of the Coast.
Pirates of the Coast, yeah, exactly. They sell sealed bags of trinkets that you don't know what's inside them, and that's kind of the fun of it.
This is gambling with extra steps, my sir.
It's not gambling. The Navy can't come down on me, okay? Get out of here, you!
Scram!
Scram, you lowlives!
I'll be back once I have money.
Please do.
Fine.
And he turns back to his loyal customers who are currently trading. So you walk up to the other side of town. The lion's main L-shaped exterior is as battered as its reputation. A grimy building with peeling paint and cracked stone wall. Most of the windows are either boarded up or barely holding together with spiderwebbed cracks, dim light leaking through the broken pane. A faded, crooked sign of a lion's head with jellyfish tentacles hangs above the door, swaying in the wind. The stench of stale ale lingers in the air. From the inside, the riotous sounds of rowdy patrons echo in the street, shouting, breaking bottles, and the occasional thud of furniture hitting. The door hangs slightly ajar as if it's been kicked in more.
Well, I can certainly see why this is not the better of the two establishments.
It is the worst one of the two.
Right, we're looking for a fat-fingered chicken eater.
Perhaps we can be subtle about it, jingle some free food, or at least the promise of free food. Unless, perhaps Pan could be our secret weapon here.
What do you mean?
Have it.
Rustle up some
One of those
chicken.
dumplings, maybe.
Perhaps we can trade information for a tasty snack.
Are you going in?
Yeah.
Are we going to kick the door in?
Full, yeah, I think it's full dramatic entrance. I think I go open the door and I actually look at Eli. I say, "Do you want to do the honors?"
I'll just kind of put my foot through it.
So,
Put your what through it?
yeah, as you try and kick the door, your foot goes straight through the door without the door moving. You use too much force, similar to how strong you were with the anchor, and you've overjudged it. And as your foot lands on the other side, it rips the whole door out. And you are just kind of standing there with the door attached to you.
Oh god.
As
I
you
stand silhouetted, pretending like that didn't happen.
I pull my foot out of the door and then just open it.
As you
I
do
will
that,
follow behind.
a glass bottle. You can see the interior of the bar. Essentially, it's an L shape. So you come in, the bar is to your left, and you can see there is someone cowering behind the bar as a glass bottle smashes into it once again from the other side of the room. And you hear, and that's why I'm feared around the East Blue. We keep doing little acts of honourable piracy like that, and soon we'll be kings of these waters. They'll call me the King of the East Blue. And then we move on to the Grand Line. We'll be unstoppable. Have you been able to get that open? I'm trying, boss, but... And then you hear a really loud thump, and then a really wet falling to the floor. And he says, "You try." "Okay, boss. Will do." And then you look over to the bar, to someone who is hiding behind there, who had the bottle thrown at them. They just mouth, "Help me," from behind the bar.
I'll just take 2 pistols out.
Yeah, I think the pistol swivels in my hand, up next to my head as well.
So the noise is coming from the kind of the other side of the L shape. So you'd have to kind of go around the corner.
I see.
You can hear them, you can't see them.
I'll just put a finger to my lips in a kind of hushing pose to the scared barman. And I think I will slink over to this corner of the L-shaped room to kind of...
Which corner of the L-shaped room?
You know what? There you go.
Oh, shit. Oh my god, it's happening.
Here we are.
Oh,
I really like Albert Radio. I think it's pretty decent.
It's very smooth.
It's very, very smooth.
yeah.
I need to figure out how to do music and like lighting and stuff, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Showing the other dice.
I don't think you can.
Oh. That means I don't have to worry about it, so that's good.
So in this case, I think I will just kind of try to be quiet, like hop up onto the bar, and then like walk it to be here next to the wall.
Are you trying to sneak?
Yeah.
Would you all like to sneak, or is it just Masterwork Rick trying to sneak?
I have no intention of sneaking.
You are not going to sneak in?
Can I?
I will not.
Ah, I see.
I'm not. Because I'm in heavy armor, so I'm just clunking around.
Can I walk up to the bar and just whisper, I'll need your most flammable whiskey for what's about to happen next.
Yeah, he hands you a bottle of Fireball.
I take a swig.
I'm going to take a kind of a glass of beer or whatever, just from the bar, and just kind of walk over to this table and sit down.
Sure. Just before you do that, Jack, can you roll me a rogue roll for stealth? I'm just going to quickly grab the stealth rules just so to make sure.
Apologies, that's a D20.
I'm going to do the same, and I'm going to stand here with it.
So cocked. Why is it a 1?
Oh, buddy.
Surely a 10.
After Rose, savage check it. So they've got disadvantage anyway. So what did you get, Jack? Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh,
Was that
sorry.
to me?
I know. I cut in and out. Yeah. So so what did you roll? Sorry.
I rolled a 3, a 1, and a 2.
Oh,
On a
Lord,
D12 and a
what-
D8.
What was the one on?
The D12.
Okay, that's a nat one. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that.
It's a terrible bar. I go through it.
Yeah, it literally is. So you skip lithely across these barrels. Oh, is there? There should be a pointer. There you go. You skip lithely across these barrels, and as you get to this one, it's not attached to the wall at all, and it breaks off completely, and you slam into the bar and onto the floor. Which makes Eli's motion of grabbing a beer and going to sit down at the table looking cool distracts completely from that. So everybody just looks at how lame Masterwork Rook was just then. Yeah, the pointer is really cool.
How'd you get the pointer?
There's a little thing at the
Right
side, which is the fifth one down.
Right click.
Oh, right click.
Oh, right click. Nice. Okay.
Why
So-
have we
I'm
why
going
have we got
to
two Masterwork
pretend
Rooks?
like I've knocked myself out, and I'm going to play dead.
we shouldn't have to.
We do.
There's two.
Is there?
There is.
Oh, no, sorry.
another-
Ignore
Yeah,
me.
there's 2.
Oh yeah, there is two.
I can see 2.
2 what?
I don't know. Is Jack
Two
gonna open
rooks.
twice? Maybe.
Maybe.
Wait, 2 rooks?
Yeah, in the
I
players.
mean, you
menu.
can play as.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I've
I was
got
trying
two
to,
rocks.
I was trying to change my colours because we're the same colour, and I was like, oh, I'll change my colour. But then I didn't realise there was two of you. I was like, wait, what?
Let me have a look.
I can kick one of them, but I don't know which one's the right one. So.
I've only got one up. Let me.
It's me. I'm the real
reload.
one.
Oh yeah,
man.
yeah, that works.
Oh, there
that
we
works,
go.
There we go. Oh no,
I'm
that
the
one's back.
real one.
Okay, so I kick this one. Kick.
Your request to join was denied by the room owner.
Wait, okay. I'm gonna kick both of them.
Oh, I didn't mean to cause an issue. Just leave it.
No, it's fine. Yeah, kick them both, and then I will just join again.
You had to say something about Elbow Rodeo being smooth. Oh yeah, join again. Admit. Deny.
You slipped so hard you got banned.
That's the real nut one.
Righto,
Is it one of
sorry.
me?
Yeah, it's just one of you now. So Kajiro or Pan, whichever you like to go by. What were you doing? Sorry.
I was doing the same thing, just closer to the action, right here with the drink. Sorry, same thing as Eli.
Ah, okay, yeah. So you're leaning against the bar all casually.
Yeah.
If you and Eli want to give me kind of like panache checks to kind of see how cool that was, you absolutely.
Found the perfect condition.
Which one's a panache?
What is panache?
Oh, is it parlay? Sorry, parlay.
Parlay. Oh.
I'm not very good with parlay. D12 and a D4.
I'm gonna look so smooth. No, I'm not. I failed. I look really, really unnatural.
Yeah,
Oh, 11.
Okay,
Maybe I'm
okay.
doing exactly the same thing with a beer that I did in the last part.
So yeah, that's exactly what you just you. So
I'm
what?
actually bringing attention to myself because of it.
So Eli sits down, puts his feet up on the table, leans back, takes a huge puff of his cigar, and as he's blowing out, somehow also drinking in the whiskey or the beer he's got.
Nope.
Pan, on the other hand, you can hear in the background just swilling really loudly this beer and just be like. Which is again similar to Rook, taking away how cool Eli is. Finally, Andy, what was you doing? You grabbed the whiskey.
I've grabbed the whiskey. I'll just wander around here. I'll just stand here, just have a look around, kind of scanning for a place to sit, and I want to take a look at these guys. Is there anyone that's significantly large other than the obviously large person here?
No, that is the large person there. So I can give a description. So, the man at the back, holding a turkey leg in one hand with a great maul in left, appears to be a large sphere of a man seated across two chairs at the back of the pack. His tattered waistcoat is barely containing his form, with the buttons straining against the pressure, looking to burst. Reddish-brown clothes are covered in crumbs and grease stains, which carried a mild stench across the room. He holds a roast turkey leg in one hand and appears to be laughing at his own jokes in an open-mouthed laugh, where his scruffy beard catches the full. Oh, falling down in the middle of the pub. How much have you had to drink, you idiot? Laugh, boys! And they all start laughing. Oh, good one, boss. Good one, Captain Roderick.
I'm gonna laugh as well. I'm gonna laugh as well and just walk closer here and keep laughing at him.
This guy gets it. You must be trying to join the Liver Killer Pirates. What's your name,
I look
son?
at him and I see the mole that he has, and I look at my mole and I'm like, I am Bad Luck Bartholomew, and it seems to me you and I are both mole wielders. What a coincidence.
That's quite enough distance between you and me. Or quite enough.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so if you could back it up a little bit, you know, I don't want the riffraff getting anywhere near me. Disgusting. Well, since you've so kindly introduced yourself to me, I'll introduce myself. I'm Captain Roderick Doublepint, captain of the Liver Killer Pirates. I'm the most feared pirate around this joint. And, you know, we're doing acts of honourable piracy around here, as we usually do, you know. Stealing from dastardly ships and whatnot. You know, we had to cut through hundreds of people to get this beautiful bit of booty. He pats this chest, which is on the table.
Aye, that's most impressive.
That it is, my friend, that it is. Now, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing in my pub?
Roderick.
Well,
Roderick
Sorry?
Doublepint
Double pint. Got it.
of the Liver Killer Pirates.
Well, it would so just appear that me ship has sunk and I am in need of a new crew, and perhaps you're looking for some newcomers. Plus, I cannot deny that I was drawn by this beautiful stench of roast chicken.
Oh yeah, we pilfered that one too. You know, what I always say is, what's the point in other people having food? You know, it's all for me, really. You know, people on the high seas barely need food. That's what it's for. It's for bloody double pint over here. And he points with both his thumbs at himself. His fingers appear to be just fucking cute.
As they're talking, I want to still be playing dead, but try to inch my way closer underneath the table. Try and hide a little bit.
With Barty kind of distracting him a little bit, I will.
Yeah,
allow
I
you...
want to like stand in front and obscure.
Yeah, sure. I'll allow you to roll a another rogue check. There will be at level of alert, not unaware, but it just means it's a straight check.
Hi, DC.
Straight
Okay.
rogue versus savvy. 8.
Okay.
So 13. That's pretty good. Let me roll mine. Where is? Where
I
is?
just realized this battle map has a loo.
it does have shitter, yeah. It is one of the things that reeks the most in this.
Actually, there's two.
Toulouse.
Oh, one outside.
Toulouse.
Yeah.
Roderick Double Pint
I'd
does
go and say
not
hello.
notice you creeping forward.
Cool.
Um,
Gun still in hand. It's just kind of like resting on a chair, pointing at him, waiting.
okay.
I must say we have a bit of a discrepancy in philosophy. As a
Oh.
well-eaten man myself, I feel that all should be welcome to a proper snack. A friend of mine probably would agree that flavor is for everybody.
Flavor is the one who takes flavor, surely.
No.
Oh? What? Have you got any food on you?
Hmm.
You said you
That's
wanted to
perhaps
join my
I-
crew, and you brought no offerings? This is outrage. I will not stand for it. Some member of the crew that you are. Yeah, tell him, boss! I'm telling him, shut up! Who's this?
Well, why don't you come over here and tell it to my face instead of sitting back there like a coward?
A coward. You tell that to a fellow mall user. He stands up. The chairs cease buckling underneath him, and his large belly moves the table as he gets up, picks up the maul, and he goes, "Coward? Me? The greatest pirate in the East Blue? The one who stole from the empty ship? I mean, the one that filled with pirates?"
I reckon you are too rotund to even swing that maul correctly.
Tell that to him. And he points at one of his crew members that he smashed for not being able to get the box open, who is very much unconscious.
That looked like a rather weak hit. I would have hit my crew members harder.
He gestures your crew members and says, "All right, prove it."
I like side eye. Barty is like very unwilling, going with it, like still playing undead, playing dead.
Oh, and I'm dead, do you?
I look at the man at my feet. I'm like, that's no crew member of mine. They're all dead.
Sorry, all your crew members have died, and you want to be part
I've
of my crew?
I've hit them all with me hammer.
You seem not the candidate for the liver killer pirates. If you think I want all my pirates. The only person who's allowed to hit my crew is me.
Well, those were my crew, so I could hit them.
So you're a captain yourself?
I was, but me ship sunk.
I think Rook tries to surreptitiously, very subtly, just nudge Barty's leg to get his attention, then realize it's made of metal, so we'll go over
Ting,
a bit
ting.
further to the other one to try
I think Barty,
scratch.
Barty would look down at you and be like with my eyes, I'm like, help! I don't know where this is going.
And you see me under my breath, trying to kind of through gritted teeth, not move, eyes still shut, just say, "Throw the bottle."
Wait, say throw.
Throw the bottle.
I'll try to speak down, kind of moving my lips as little as possible. But it's a full bottle, and I got it for free.
Who are you talking to?
As I see them,
Ah!
as I see them just like doing whatever the hell they're doing, I'll just kind of take a shot from under the table.
Well, at Captain Double Pint.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll kick it off. So Dave, you can take a shot straight into Double Pint. So you're taking a shot with your pistol?
Boink.
Yeah.
All right, roll your dice, and then we can get into
2d6. 2d6. 6 and a 1.
Well, I mean, you know the rules. That means that it doesn't explode, but it could have, which is a bit of a shame. Double Pint is not expecting this to happen, so he just rolls his armor, which is CD. He gets 0 to. So, what did you get, Dave?
7.
So he takes 5 damage from the shot as it rings out from across the room, straight into his enormous gut.
Bloody hell.
Well, don't just fucking stand there. Get him. You just shot your captain. And these guys will run forward. And then we will initiate combat in the Lion's Mane next session.
Hey.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Rook would stand with the table going flying and be like, throw the damn bottle! There's more free whiskey to come!
I thought he was dead.
He's
just
not on my crew.
one of the liver killer pirates just slow claps. Just good job. Good job.
the other one that's also playing dead.
Yeah.
He's not actually unconscious.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a bottle of ketchup next to his body, and it's like, nice.
Guys,
Game respect to him.
is still absolutely just lost in his drink.
So
I felt Barty was like, we've also got a chef, and then looks back at Pan and just like just drinking this thing down.
I love Pan just like really savoring the drink.
I fucking hell, Eli coming in so cool, and the rest of us
So lame.
so lame. Rook, this is a knock to Rook's ego right here.
I like the idea that like Rook like clearly has an idea of what they want to be as a pirate and is just like trying so hard.
But not only that, all of the things on his list that Barty has done and seeing what Barty is right now, he's like, oh, is this? This isn't wrong, is it?
Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
You may not like it, but this is what true peak performance looks like.
You guys have somehow made like the perfect both sides of the same coin.
Yeah, the experienced one who like has lived to regret everything, and the person who wants to live it.
I like to imagine Barty has failed every single quest, so he never leveled up from 1.
Yeah. He was experienced farming, but never
finished
got
a
experience.
campaign.
Yeah.
No, campaign never went past the first session.
He begged for a bounty, and the Navy refused to give him one.
We're not paying.
No one wants you, man. Get out of here.
You're literally in our office. We could take you right now, and we're not.
We could capture you. You've got one leg.
That's fucking great.
Me leg.
Just how many shipwrecks you've been part of is so fun.
What was the line? He said, like, this ship.
It's 2 above the water.
This ship is the most. What was it? This is the ship I've most seen above the water. And this fucking suicide dumpling.
Yeah, the old suicide dumpling. So funny.
I'm a big fan of Barty. Hell yeah. Let's go! Session 1 done. We got all the bad rolls out already. The rest of them.
We smashed
all
of the bad rolls.
There was so many nat ones.
So many nat ones. We're gonna explode every roll. Don't worry. From now on.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I liked how you went along with the trinket thing as well. I appreciate that.
What do you mean thanking us? This is going to be a curse for you now, because everywhere we go, we're going to be playing
Every
keychain
island has a
market
trinket.
until we can afford a ship.
Yeah, in Icewind Dale it was a bars. Now it's trinket traders.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and then we're gonna write a book about how to trinket trade your way to piracy.
Well, that's why I brought in the luck mechanics, because then you can really like test your luck on the how lucky the trinkets are you pull from the packs. So Jack,
You know your audience.
Yeah, Jack trying to like get away from Jack trying to sell Magic the Gathering cards at the moment, but in D&D still getting Magic the Gathering cards.
He's like, oh, okay, well, hey, this I don't actually have to pay real money for. This is great. It's like the TCG card shop.
Yeah,
game. It's like, I don't have to pay anything. This is great.
This is so good. This is the dopamine level, yeah.
Yeah, hell yes. All the dopamine hit without any of the wallet crying. No, it's great. This is great.
Are you?
What a weird bunch we are.
Yeah, it's just you guys are so good together. Actually, it's such a funny group. Like Dave, really cool. Joe, like cute and lame in the same way. Like very like Boy Scouty. Love it. And then yeah, obviously the two tied to the same coin. Really, of like there's one who's experienced everything but terribly. The one who's like wants to experience everything, but is like. I don't want to experience it like that though. Like,
hey, this can't be it. This can't be the vision of my future.
Yeah. Like
I'm going to be Pirate King. I'm not losing an arm. Actually, losing an arm is on my list, but
It's not too bad the first time, lad.
The first arm is terrible. The second one, you're used to it.
Wait, you lost the same arm twice?
I could reattach it the first time, but I never found it the second time.
When you said that you lost a leg in a sea monster attack, I was like, oh, well, if you're okay with doing it again, it's on my list. I've got a spare. No, it's so good. Hell yeah, let's go.
Fantastic.
We get to try some combat next time.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited to try combat. Just obviously this is a kind of homebrew campaign, so I just wanted to check in right at the end of the session that is everybody kind of fine with the level of like seriousness / like fun element in there, or do you want it to be more serious, or are you fine with that, how it's going so far? We can check in later as well.
Sure.
I want to.
I know it's not D&D, but the beauty of D&D for me is everyone kind of bringing seriousness and it being the silliest thing going. Like it's the serious story told in the silliest way. And those are the vibes here. Upping the silliness, but my first character concept was more on the serious side. I was like, actually, no, that's not the vibe. And this guy is a bit more silly and a bit more over the top. So yeah, fits well. Right. I'm all in with trinkets.
I feel like I'm running a pretty serious, dramatic character here.
Well, to be fair, I think there are absolutely going to be serious moments, and you know, you've each got like serious elements to your character, which are definitely going to come out as well. I mean, Dave's is the straight edge I think that this party really needs, which is quite funny.
Yeah, the Undertaker with us.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. So yeah, no, I just wanted to know whether or not like the trinket was a bit too silly.
No, fuck yeah, I loved it.
I mean, I am all about the silliness.
I have the book.
We got the stock values of the different trinkets where to buy and sell.
Yeah, he's sad about losing that book. He was like, that's months of work down the drain.
That's the real treasure.
Oh my god!
Maybe
we
the
should
whole vibe of all the characters and everything.
Maybe we should come up with a stock market island, and it's just buy, sell. It's just all trinkets.
I think we should go to the factory.
Oh fuck!
Oh god, yeah. God, yeah.
To do what? Burn it down, or?
Well, yeah, we take all of the stock and we burn it down, and now we have complete monopoly.
Exactly. Yeah.
We can artificially generate rare trinkets.
I mean,
we need to like go to the factory and like mark one of them, and that becomes the rarest in the world because it's like from the factory floor. There's rare print, or like do a fake one and put it in with the rest.
If you want, you could theoretically like go to the factory and try and steal something to like counterfeit.
And I mean, Pirates of the Coast writes itself. So.
Pirates of the Coast, that's right. Yeah. That's so good.
Fuck yeah. No, all the characters, got them here. We have, Bertha the barmaid. Classic
Yeah.
for sure.
Regretted that
Um,
immediately.
Ilara Pumpkin of the Pumpkin Patch with Boyle, and now Captain Roderick Double Pint. Fucking great name.
Yeah.
Of the Liver Killer Pirate.
Of the Liver Killer Pirates, yeah. He's like very fat in the belly, and usually that's like a sign that you just overdrank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old beer belly. Did you expect us to go to the ferry at all?
No. I didn't even expect you to. I literally thought you'd leave the tavern and go to the other one, so I didn't even expect you to talk to Boyle at all. So that was all.
I think we did well, but like, yeah, all the chicken bone stuff was really on point. I
that was
really
actually
enjoyed that.
That was really funny actually, because I was like, oh, Roderick would totally like break the door open and like try to lockpick it with a chicken bone. And Andy was like, "Is there chicken bone in there?" And I was like, "Damn, you and me are on the same wavelength."
Yeah, I was literally writing down bone lockpick. But no, it's sick. Yeah,
Me and Roderick are the same character.
Yeah, you stand in front of each other, it's like looking in a mirror, but one's cyborg.
And I think my biggest worry with this character was that he was going to be too judgmental of others, but he's been the worst one so far, so he can't judge anyone.
He's trying really hard.
He's embarrassed himself everywhere.
It's the curse of the edgy character.
It really is.
Yeah,
It really
He
is.
immediately slips.
I like the kind of the innocence of Joe's character, like compared to like Andy's character of having like zero shame.
It's almost like the same character at different stages of life, and then Eli is like the childminder.
Yeah, we literally have like the youngest me, like totally naive, and then you're like, "This is the goal. I'm gonna get there," and then Andy's just like, "I shouldn't have got there."
I got there and I didn't like it. I got
Andy,
there and it got me.
Andrew very much is Icarus in flying too close to the sun.
And I'm like, but it's so bright. I want to fly there.
It burns.
Hell yeah. Lovely stuff.
No,
Great first session.
yeah, thanks
We're
guys.
in.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited. You know, it's fun to get the rust off the kind of DMing.
Yeah, no, for sure. And yeah,
It's like riding the bike.
Sort of, yeah. I've got to come up with more
Yeah.
names, but like actually coming up with like things that the characters like want and need, like Boyle and Bertha and all that, like was pretty easy actually. I didn't like write them down necessarily, but they were fun to kind of come up with in the moment.
I think improv it just plays a big part of it, and if you kind of reside yourself to the fact that you will need to improv, then it kind of comes quite naturally. I think.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it's a pitfall to try and plan everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I am. If you will experience in the next round of DMing, I am very much a roll off the sleeve of my.
Oh yeah.
I have a general story that I follow, but
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
roll with the punches,
I
and
think
then
the
I've got to make sure
foundation's
that I
bare
keep
bones.
up with the characters.
So I was in Joe's campaign. We did like a short like Star Wars one, and we forced him into a lot of shenanigans. To be fair, it was very good.
Well, that's
Yeah.
definitely not going to happen this time. No.
No. This is
we're
we're
No trinkets.
straight edge pirates.
We're going to be in nothing but entire bond trading on trinkets alone, and that's it.
Fuck me, King of the Pirates.
There's no
It's,
bigger pirates than broker traders.
The mercantile middle class are going to rule the world. Hell yeah.
We're gonna have to have the stock market pirates at some point.
There's a pun in there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm desperately trying to think of
Something
one.
Something about exchange, yeah. But anyway,